Now, I don't know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis.
Hey ninjas! How are you guys doing? It's your girl Owamie Hlongwane, aka Miss Bia Focal. Reporting back for all entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, you're most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe and of course hit the bell. I absolutely love it. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at Owamie Hlongwane, okay? Wow. I honestly I need to breathe. Yo guys, I'm shocked. Hey, you guys know like I'm very bubbly and I talk too much. Some of you know that whenever I'm uncomfortable or just like in a serious situation, I laugh. So if you don't know me, it's your first time ever watching me, probably obviously after you've watched Lerato Kganyago's live. Me smiling or laughing doesn't mean I'm laughing at that situation that I'm talking about or whatever. Sometimes it's just me being uncomfortable, and so today I decided I'm gonna lower my voice so that you guys can just clearly hear me, because this is something that I was not going to just let go. Celebrities do talk about me, you guys. I've had situations where they're saying celebrities were talking about me in their lives, which is fine, because you know my job is I'm an entertainment blogger that blogs on YouTube full-time. So obviously if celebrities would decide to either throw a jab, respond to something or whatever, I really honestly don't really care. I've never ever spoken about any other celebrity talking about me, except for Lerato Kganyago, if I'm not too mistaken, whenever it comes to like drama related and stuff like that. There was a time obviously where I spoke of Peltus and DJ Zinja, but Lerato Kganyago was also there, and she was the one that actually started that whole situation. But I was just with DJ Zinja, I was just reacting, and then with Peltusi and Lerato Kganyago was basically saying that they're making fun of a really serious situation where they were talking about unemployment and laughing. So yesterday, you guys know, I did upload a video where I was talking about how Lerato Kganyago actually was threatening a YouTuber with less than 1,000 subscribers. At that time I think she had about 700 and something subscribers, over a video that she made, and I also linked those videos in the description box, and I said you guys can go and watch them because I felt it was a fair thing to do, so that you can, you know, obviously get your own opinion. And obviously she went to Instagram, where this lady only has I think about 70 followers at that time, if I'm not too mistaken, and obviously she has over 2 million followers, and I was just like shocked. But why does she feel the need to constantly be replying to people that will say things? Maybe, I mean, I do understand that, you know, sometimes people will say things that are not nice to you. I get that on a daily basis in my comment section. Sometimes I blog obviously because this is my platform, but whenever blogs are written about me, people will have different comments, and some people will say nice things, some people will say things that are not nice. Imagine if I was now going to be going to people and sending them, my lawyer will be in contact. For me, it just doesn't make sense. But hey, to each their own. Everyone has got a right to live their life however it is that they want. So another thing I feel like I should go ahead and explain is that I feel like some South Africans have not grasped the concept of what being a blogger is. So being a blogger, you guys, you get to talk about anything that you want. You can talk about food, you can talk about celebrities, you can talk about your love life, you can talk about yourself, you can talk about anything that you actually want. And so there is a law, you guys, which falls under the fair user policy that actually protects people, and basically puts rules to say this is how you can actually do it when it comes to entertainment, and obviously talking about other people. And obviously, you know what, that is the law. Every single person has to abide by that. No matter who you are, you're a celebrity or not, you have to abide by the law, okay? So other than that, obviously, on top of the fair user policy, obviously you guys do understand that there is freedom of speech. So that means that if I'm not lying on you, you can't really come for me legally. Now you may not like what I say about you, and that's understandable, but you don't have legal grounds to come for me if I'm not lying on you. And clearly I have never lied about on Lerato Kganyago, not even a single day. Every single thing I've spoken to you guys about, I've always made sure with her I'm extra careful because I know that she loves her lawyer. So I'll make sure that I put the screenshots and everything like that. So yesterday, of course, I made a video, and as I explained to you guys, that is what happened. Now around 12, I was actually shocked because my Instagram started popping up. I don't really get a lot of negative comments on my Instagram, you guys, and so I got surprised because I think like 2 negative comments that were like, I was like, whoa, taken back, like what the hell. And of course I blocked them. That's the nice thing about like having your own platform. Like you can go ahead and just block people you don't want to be on your platform and everything. But then I started getting notifications of messages, and of course you guys know that my ninjas are forever like just on top of things, and they're forever there for me. I did not see Lerato Kganyago's live because she blocked me, and then I also blocked her. And I understand, okay, I mean, I would never commented anything on there. I keep my business on YouTube. As I've always said, I'll never act a fool for free. So of course she blocked me, and that's okay. But I was surprised that a ninja actually said that, you know what, Lerato Kganyago is doing a live and she's talking about you. Not necessarily surprised, because it was not the first time, you guys. She does this where she will talk about me, and I really don't care. I mean, that's just giving me more subscribers and more views, so it's good with me. So basically this is what the ninja said, and I want you guys to actually see like how ish went from 0 to 100 for me. She said, Owamie, I wish I had your digits right now. It's going down. Lerato K is talking about you. So I said, saying what? And if you look at it, I'm putting a laughing emoji because I'm just like, she's a celebrity. I talk about celebrities. I knew that there was a video I was talking about her that went out, obviously. So of course I'm sure she's seen it because that's what Lerato Kganyago does. So I was like, okay, no, then that's fine. Then after that, you guys, she said it was a live V talking about something. You saying she's not woman enough because she doesn't have children, and people were commenting saying you evil. She was saying a lot of things. So I said, wait, what? And if you look at it, I actually have 3 shocked emojis because I was so shocked. I said, me say she has no kids. I said, is she still live? Because I decided, okay, maybe let me just go run and get my other phone and then check this live, like exactly what is she saying. Then she said yes, and her career, though didn't get what she was saying, what you said about her career, just that it was very short. So we continued with the conversation, which obviously you guys will have seen that I blurred out the details because I will never ever expose a ninja. Other than that, there are a lot of people that actually did send me messages saying that she was even crying. People were calling you names there, which her followers do call me names, and I am very much fine with that. I don't care, honestly. There was a last live that she actually did talk about me, and she was saying I'm a witch. I mean, a lot of things that are not nice. So I mean, I don't really, it's none of my business, honestly. So it's not something that I'll be coming out here and crying about or talking about. I'm not. But why did I talk about this, you guys? What she said, if that is true, but what I know is that she was crying about infertility, and my name was somehow brought up in that whole live. I feel like there was no reason for her to do me that dirty. That's my opinion. Number one, I've never ever spoken about the Lerato Kganyago situation when it comes to babies. And mind you guys, it's not a private issue, it is a public thing. It's a known thing because she herself has actually come out and spoken about it. Why have I never ever brought it up when I know about it? It's because of I would never do that. That is not me. That is not my character. You can call me a lot of things, you guys, but malicious is one thing that I would never ever receive. So everyone has their own opinion, obviously that's fine, but that's one word that I would never ever receive in my life. I will never ever go for the deepest thing, like something like that I can never ever talk about. Infertility, you guys, is something that affects a lot of women. In South Africa, obviously you guys know we're in Africa, we actually have women that shame other women for the fact that they are unable to carry their babies or they are unable to fall pregnant. it makes it very difficult for women, whether they're celebrities or not, to even come out and talk about it. And I think sometimes some people actually forget that you can have a child and battle infertility to get a second child or a third child, and in that way obviously your shame will be a bit hidden, in my opinion. And when I say shame, I'm talking about like how people will shame you, because they'll be like, oh well, she can have a child, so if she has that child it means that she's fine, whereas in private you're actually battling infertility, you're trying to fall pregnant again, and it's something that is just not happening. It affects a lot of people, you guys. And the fact that Lerato Kganyago would try do me this dirty to have people be emotional, because number one, when you see a woman that has been public talking about infertility, crying, and you somehow associate that with someone, a name, which in this case is Owamie, number one, you're going to obviously emotionally respond, because it is something that is so inhuman. And I know there are women that are so heartless that actually do this, and I'm not one of those women, and I despise women that actually do that. Mind you, I've been with my husband for, it's gonna be 9 years this September. How many children have I birthed? Yeah, so I don't have a biological child of my own yet. And because I've been with my husband for such a long time, I have been called names, you guys. And I mean, you guys know I've explained the reason why we did not want to have babies yet, but it like I've been shamed for that. And I would look at it and I'm like I'm having a disagreement with someone, and someone would just call me like, you're a barren woman or something. And I remember the time that started was when I was actually 26 years old, and I'm married, I have got in-laws, and people don't understand. Like, maybe you'll be like, I'm trying to put in my finances in order or something like that. So I'm not even going to get into that, you guys, but I'm gonna tell you guys that I would never ever do that to someone. I have a sister, you guys, that was married and she battled infertility for 6 years plus. I remember how difficult that time was. At most times we as a family, we felt like we had to tiptoe around her. Whenever one of the sisters is pregnant, we can't really be too excited because we're thinking of her and how she would be feeling, and obviously we're trying to be considerate to that situation. I've seen her cry, break down and everything, and it legit just breaks my heart that Lerato would go on a live and try and make it seem as if I'm a woman that would dare go out there and actually talk about another woman's infertility, when I had made sure that no matter what I say, I never ever touch that particular subject. It honestly is just so shocking, you guys, that a celebrity would just lie like that. She has over 2 million followers, so I don't know how many people are watching this live. So for me, if you have got 2 million followers and you're doing a live, if it happens that on that day 2 million people decide to tune in, this is information you're broadcasting to over 2 million people, and people are gonna be looking at me like I'm this person that just does not care about women, and I'm someone that would actually make fun of someone's situation when it comes to infertility. This is the first time ever I'm talking about this situation when it comes to Lerato Kganyago, and it's because I have to defend myself, you guys. Like, I need to make it be clear, because I have a feeling that, you know, obviously newspapers are gonna pick this the same way that they picked the time she threatened to sue me on Twitter. I have a feeling blogs are gonna pick this. You know, it's like I can see the headlines, Owamie makes Lerato Kganyago cries over infertility or something like that. Think about the impact that's gonna have on me and my channel. Which company is gonna wanna work with me when someone is going out there and lying and I don't say anything? You have said a lot of things about me, Lerato, that are false, including that I am a witch, and I didn't do a video explaining or anything like that. But when it comes to this particular situation, I definitely had to talk about it. And sis, you need to stop lying on me. You need to stop, because you know that you're lying. If there was a video that I ever made that I was talking about her infertility, I would like someone to actually pull that video and send me the link so that I can watch it. I will personally delete that video and issue a public apology on all of my platforms. I'll make a video, I'll make written, it will be Instagram live, it will be Instagram stories, it will be Instagram, it will be Twitter, it will be Facebook, it will be YouTube. I will do that on all the platforms that I can, because I know for a fact that is a bold lie. And that is if obviously what the lady sent me, what she was saying was true. However, I did get many people talking about it to say that she was crying about infertility, and somehow my name was put in there, and her followers were just having this field day about how much of a horrible person I am. You can hate me for a lot of things. You can hate me for reporting news on your celebrities. You can hate me for the fact that I'll always put my opinion out there. Even my ninjas that are subscribed to me, you guys, they don't agree with me with every single video, but in everything I make sure that I am myself and I give you guys my true opinion. But I'm not a liar. I don't come out here and actually lie. And another thing again that you guys need to also understand is that just because people are not coming out here and crying to you guys does not mean that they're not dealing with situations in private. I never ever want to look like a victim, because no matter what situation I go through life, I always tell myself I'm not a victim, I'm actually a survivor. Like I have survived so much worse. I will survive this situation, and I will do this and I will do that. So her just actually coming for me in this angle, it actually just shocks me to say, why would you use this situation that is obviously unfortunate to try, I don't know, try make people look at me more as horrible as they possibly can. Lerato Kganyago recently just got married, you guys, and I did do a video saying congratulations to her, and which I meant it, you guys. If you look at the video, you will see that I did say congratulations. That is the video I was talking about Lerato Kganyago, Mihlali, Faith Ngezi, and Lasizwe Dambuza, and I was basically just saying congratulations to them. I mean, to her. I didn't say anything negative in the video. I was really happy for her. I did say allegedly because it was before I heard that she confirmed it herself, and the reason was because I know that she likes lawyers, so that's why I was like allegedly. But there was nothing negative with that video, obviously. So me looking at, obviously she is a woman that recently got married, and she's also a woman that has publicly spoken up about infertility. It would be an emotional time, and I would understand her going to a live and maybe crying, getting emotional to a point of crying. And I do applaud her for being that open, because as I said, our communities are not so welcoming, you guys. Whenever you do something, people are very quick to bring that, and that is one of the most hurtful things in my opinion. Like, I feel like every single woman deserves a chance of being a mother. So I would understand why she would be emotional. However, what I don't understand is why is my name being brought up in that situation. I feel like even if she wanted to talk about it, she could have done a live where she was talking about me, cut that live, and then start a new live where she's basically talking about that situation that perhaps maybe she's going through. I feel it's very much unfair that you feel like you can go out there and just lie on people. And as I said, if there's a video where I ever spoke about those things, please forward it to me, because I know it doesn't exist. I can never ever do that. There are certain things I can do, and then there are certain things that I can never ever do. Infertility, you guys, is no joke, especially when you're a married woman. There are a lot of people that are going through a lot. And I feel like it's also just one of those things that are very scary, because you don't know when it will happen. You don't know, will it even happen? It's a lot, you guys. It's honestly a lot. And so trust me when I say I can never ever go for another woman when it comes to that. So any newspaper that's going to write about this, please also include this commentary to say that it's a lie. She is lying on me, and I'm gonna have to see how this will impact my channel, and then I'll just take it from there, you guys, because I feel the same law that I have to follow in terms of I can't just be reckless. I can't come out here and be talking about like, oh guys, Lerato Kganyago made me feel like I'm motherless, because you guys do know that losing my mother is the biggest cut I've ever gotten my whole entire life. It's a situation that I've cried about multiple times, even though she has passed now for over 6 years. So if I was going to my followers that are 100,000 and cry and say, guys, Lerato Kganyago made me feel so bad about not having a mother, she was making fun of the fact that my mother passed away or she's late, I feel like if you are my follower and you love me legit, you can even go in and follow her if you were following her, because it's like, how dare you go in on something that is so personal on Owamie, and it's something that she can't even control. I can't control that I don't have a mom. So if I did that, and she didn't even talk anything about my mom, but because maybe she went and did a live and she called me a witch and I felt hurt, and so now I decided, you know what, let me go ahead and lie and say that she was making fun of the fact that I'm motherless. I feel like she would immediately call her lawyer and actually sue me, because she would know that that's something that is bad. Obviously, every single person that does not have a mother, or that has got a sibling that does not have a mother, or that just knows someone that has passed away, obviously they're going to take it in a personal way, which can obviously affect her brand. And I feel like it's the same thing that she needs to also be considerate. So I guess you'll have to prove to me and pull out that video where I was actually talking about that situation when it comes to her. Other than that, you know, we'll see how it affects my channel. But I mean, I'm not someone that is gonna be like, no, you know what, I'm gonna go to my lawyer or whatever. I'm not that kind of person. However, I just feel like it's not the first time she's lying on me. You know, she lied on me and said that I'm a witch. I go on all auditions all the time, and I keep on losing or whatever, something to that. And now it's something this big. Like I can't continue to have that with her. I respect the law. When I report the truth and give my opinion. You can do a live and talk about me, it's your opinion, but don't lie on me, especially with something that is obviously like this big. I do pray to God that you will be blessed in a way that you want. I've never spoken about your situation. I never ever will after this, unless if obviously I will have to respond again, because maybe, you know, the media will make it something big. But I wish you nothing but the best, and I really truly hope that you finally receive the gift that you want from God. But from me, Owamie Hlongwane, you guys, I love you so much. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in my next upload.